Greetings, my friends. It's been a long time since I've gone by Top Hat Runner, hasn't it? So I'm making this video to just have a little chat, as I do want to revive my channel to a degree. It's going to be a little different, so I wanted to give you a heads up. Now, while I still do love airsoft, it's a lot of fun and all that great stuff, it just hasn't been my primary hobby for the past few years, and it's not necessarily what I want to make videos on anymore. So what has been my primary hobby for a while now is cosplay. Been learning a lot about, prop making. Like I made these horns, 3D printing, tailoring. I made pretty much everything I'm wearing in this video. Styled the wig myself too. Normally I wear contacts, but I just don't have the contacts right now that go with this cosplay because, contacts are disposable and I haven't ordered the next set yet. However, so what I'm going to be doing for my future content on this channel, currently planning anyway, are crafting videos. So the first one, which will be uploaded as soon as it finishes uploading, it's a longer video, so it'll take a little while, but it will be all the sewing techniques and just generally how I made this shirt. So planning on some resin, gemstone, like resin creation type stuff, probably some foam work, definitely tailoring. That's kind of videos I'll be covering. I'm trying going pretty in-depth about it and how to do that, just general guides on I make stuff. So if you're wondering, where have I been for the past few years? Oh yeah, I guess also most of the cosplays I'll be making are probably gender bends of VTubers. I've been having a lot of fun watching VTubers lately, and like going to cons and stuff. It's getting pretty popular. I've been meeting a lot of people in the scenes. Just I'm having a lot of fun with it. So that's what's been interesting to me. I might make some anime characters or some game characters again. That was kind of like what got me into cosplay, but as of lately, it's it's all subject to change, but it's just not what I've been making lately. So, if you're wondering where I've been, so the thing is, making videos is a lot of extra time, and there's just been other things in my life that have had to take priority. I haven't really had too much of the spare time that I would need to be able to make videos, because when I first stopped making videos, that was during kind of a transitionary period in my life where I was going from the community college to the four-year university. I ended up going to the four-year university I went to because of reasons outside of what was, in my career's best interest. And unfortunately, the school I went to just ended up not being a very good choice. And I kind of was able to tell that while going to the school. So I had to spend pretty much all of my extracurricular time. Didn't really have any time for hobbies, but I had to spend all that extra time teaching myself the things that I figured I should be learning. Some of the things that I was teaching myself extracurricularly included CAD drawing, programming, electrical engineering, PCB fabrication type stuff. And yeah, it's unfortunate to graduate with honors, and then when you go to look for a job, it's very obvious there were things that you should have been taught and weren't. So I did end up going 2 years into a master's degree in electrical engineering after graduating with honors with my biomedical engineering degree. I actually had a 4.0 at the time in my master's degree. However, there were some situations in life that I needed to get away from. It got to the point I just couldn't live like that anymore. So the only way for me to do that was to become financially independent. So I had to get a job. So my first thing that I did career-wise was look for internships. I was able to get an internship at NASA Ames base working on some space biosciences flight mission projects. Very cool stuff, wonderful experience. The things at that internship that got me the internship and made me successful at the internship were not the things I learned in college at all. They were the things that I taught myself. So I was completely right in thinking that college I went to was not doing a good job, because they weren't. So after that internship, the people I worked with liked me so much, they recommended a software team that was working on the projects alongside them hire me as a software engineer, with the preface that I need to teach myself software engineering because I'm still kind of learning it. So I did get hired in that position, and I did teach myself software engineering, a lot of embedded system stuff primarily, but there was also some some C# for data analysis, Python. Quite the multi-language system. It was very cool working with like PIC32, communication protocols, and one of the funniest projects was turning a toaster oven into a reflow oven by hooking up a thermistor and a Raspberry Pi and a relay and just PWMing the toaster to keep in a programmed heat profile. Very fun stuff. That was like one of the first simplest projects, but I don't know, toasters are just funny to me, so anything involving a toaster is just hilarious. But no, definitely went on to way more complicated stuff after that. During the 3 years I worked for them, I even had the opportunity to do some hands-on work preparing some stuff for a spaceflight mission up to the ISS. Very cool to work in the labs at Kennedy Space Center. Awesome experience for that. Unfortunately, I did have to step away from that after about 3 years due to COVID shenanigans. It kind of made the whole NASA stuff, contracting stuff, kind of weird. After that, I did get another software engineering job working with contract work for one of the lead snack companies in America, working on software that is, like the central nervous system of the production facilities, so warehouse management software. But the thing with software engineering is, while it's all software engineering, there's massively different sects of it. So with NASA, it was mostly data processing and embedded systems type stuff. But while working on the snack warehouses, it was also data processing, but it was not embedded systems. There's a big difference in writing C code. I guess the primarily C code for NASA is a lot more like C++, C# for the snacks. And working with a single threaded DSPIC is a very big difference from working with like a full server. And shoot, the first like year and a half I worked for the snack company, they actually had me doing Elixir code, which is a functional language and totally different from C. That was a massive learning curve. And as soon as I got comfortable with that, they immediately moved me on to something else. Oh dear. So it's just shoot, the JavaScript was a big learning curve too. So it's just kind of like, I've always wanted to make videos. I never wanted to stop, but with just how consuming software engineering was, especially for me, because like I was right into the big leagues immediately, man, working on some seriously complicated stuff. So like I was able to handle it, but it was very stressful. It was very consuming, and it's basically just been like mostly all work for me since then. I did, manage to learn some costuming stuff on the side as well, but shoot, that was pretty rough. But just no time for videos. But things have calmed down a bit for me right now, so I'm hoping I get enough time to make some videos for the foreseeable future. So hopefully this is a nice return for me to come back to making videos. But it's going to be crafting type stuff, which hopefully y'all like. If not, you're free to unsubscribe or move on or do whatever. But I do hope you at least give some of my new videos a chance. If y'all are still around, it still has been like 5 years. But yeah, it's good to be talking to y'all again, and hope to see you around. Take care.